Hey Trevor, it's Thomas. I saw your questions on one of my videos, and I responded in the comments, but it's kind of hard to give a complete response just having 500 characters at a time. So I decided to make a video for you. So if you're a complete beginner, my first tip for you would be to spend some time learning how to shave your face. I'm not sure if you currently use a straight razor to shave your face or not, but learning how to shave your face with a straight razor or a Shavette like this, you'll become comfortable with holding the Shavette. Now, it's not going to teach you a whole lot about shaving your head just because you have different angles on shaving your head, but it will give you experience holding the Shavette and making you comfortable. I started out shaving my face with this, and then I think after a couple weeks or maybe a month or two, I can't remember what it was, I started shaving my head with it. But yeah. So you don't have to spend a whole lot. I just 7 to 14 shaves I think would make you comfortable enough shaving your face with this that you be comfortable holding this, and then you can try to move on to your head. Or you could actually just try to start out with your head. It's really up to you and how adventurous you are. Um, my second piece of advice is actually start with a straight razor. So if you're actually using a straight razor that you bought, then you'll want to make sure that you have a sharp shaving edge. If you bought one online or even at a store, some of the stores that sell them, they're not always when they're factory honed. You might be able to get a good shave with it, but I think from what I read online, it's kind of hit or miss when it's factory honed. But if you have someone else who's experienced in hone it for you, then when you start shaving your head or your face with it, um, if your hair's not or your beard's not being cut well, then you know it's your technique versus the straight razor and how sharp your straight razor is. One way around the sharpness is to use a Shavette. These blades are replaceable with a Shavette, and when you put a new blade in, you know it's going to be sharp, and that's good to go. A drawback to using the Shavette is they're actually really sharp blades, and I think it's easier for me to nick myself with a Shavette than it is with a straight razor. So you just have to be careful. When you're learning how to shave your head or your face, you're going to nick yourself. There's no way around that, but just which brings up another point, is use a really light touch. You shouldn't be putting a lot of pressure on it. The razor should be doing most of the work. My third tip is you kind of mentioned it in the comments. You asked if you should start with the front and then finish up with Gillette. And I definitely recommend it. I think the easiest part of shaving your head is the front area right here, and then the sides. So for the front, you might have seen me in that particular video. I think I was holding it like this, and then I was going like this. You can do it that way. Lately I've been holding it like this to shave like this. I find it a little easier on my wrist to shave like that. And then for the sides, I tend to hold it like this and come down the side like that. When you're doing this, just because of my hand, there tends to be a blind spot in the mirror. And so just from experience, I know I can see it up here, but then as I go down, I can't see it, and I just kind of hold the same angle as I curve, as it goes down. So you might not be comfortable with that when you're first starting out. If you're not, you can just kind of shave up top. Or you can even shave the sides like this. I think I'll do that a lot. I'll shave the sides like this. But there comes to a point where you get too low to where you have to go down like this. Watch out for your ear right here, especially if you have shaving cream, so you don't cut yourself. Dig into your ear. Oh, and if you start shaving and you're comfortable shaving all of this, then you can work on shaving the back side of your head. Now for that, I recommend just a little hand mirror. And then when I shave the back side of my head, I'll actually start out at the top like this and kind of curve it down. That way I know I'm cutting the hair on something kind of flat. And the backside of your head is always going to be curving, and so you're going to be gradually adjusting the angle of the razor as you go down. And my head kind of, after this point, kind of curves in, so I kind of have to go down like that, and then it kind of curves back out with the neck. So there's slight adjustments to the razor I'm making on the backside of my head that you might not pick up on when you're watching the video, but you just have to kind of follow the curve of your head, and as you learn the curve of your head, the easier it's going to be to shave with a Shavette. I've been lately, I've been working on trying to shave it without using a mirror, and I'm getting to the point where I can shave pretty decently without using a mirror. But I definitely recommend to sticking to using a mirror when you're starting out, so you don't cut yourself, and then or cut yourself as much. But another thing with the mirror is when you're looking in the mirror at a mirror with yourself, it's going to be a little bit awkward trying to coordinate the movements of your hand and stuff like that. So that will come with experience as well as the muscle memory. And then the next tip is, if you're not comfortable, stop. There's nothing wrong with stopping shaving with a straight razor to finish up with your Gillette. As with anything, it takes time. And me personally, if I'm cutting myself, nicking myself, I'm not enjoying myself, and I shave my head to enjoy myself. So it's going to be a learning process. So if you get uncomfortable, don't feel pressured to continue on and shaving with it. You can just stop and then come back the next day, and the next day you can shave with it. And then if you feel uncomfortable or extremely uncomfortable, you can stop, and then slowly over time you'll learn the muscle memory. You'll have the muscle memory to know how to hold the razor in your hand, and then it'll just be easier to shave your head over time. And let's see. And then and my last tip is when you're starting out, start off with a shallow angle. And so by shallow, so right here, this is, let's see. Alright, so this would be a steep angle. If I try to shave with this, I'll probably nick myself. So shallow, by shallow I mean more parallel with your skin, so the razor's not cutting. And then you can kind of go up, and then if it's not cutting, you can increase the steepness of the razor. And then the reason why I recommend starting off shallow at first is because you're less likely to nick yourself if you start shallow, and you can also increase the steepness of the angle. But if you start off steep, and you don't have the right angle, and you try to shave, you might end up cutting yourself or nicking yourself. And so I think that's about all the tips I have. If you have if you start shaving and you have any questions that come up or whatever, feel free to leave a comment. Or if you want me to try to zoom in on a specific area you're trying to shave or whatever, I'll make a video or whatever to help you out. But I hope this helps. Sorry it got a little bit long, but I guess I'm kind of long-winded. But anyways, good luck with your head shaving adventures, and I hope you enjoy it. So talk to you later. Bye.